My name is Kimberly Doherty. I just did an interview with the KeithAndrewNetWork, and I would definitely recommend it. It was such a positive experience of talking with someone else about their learning disability and inspiring others that they can amount to anything as long as, they set that bar.
Ladies and gentlemen, I am your host, Keith Andrew, and you're watching the Keith Andrew Network. This is episode 518. I'm here with Kimmy Doherty. I just want to say thank you for being a guest on my talk show.
Thank you so much. It's going to be fun.
No, absolutely. The honor is all mine. For people who want to know what my talk show is about, the whole point of my talk show is to show people that even with having a learning disability, I can still amount to something. And at the same time, I'm able to turn myself into an example for people out there dealing with any types of learning disabilities and disabilities to never give up and prove people wrong. Prove to them that labels do not dictate who you are and who you're going to be. It's to prove to them you can break the labels. So hashtag break the labels. So that being said, half hour, 33 minutes of your time. Say anything you want, talk about whatever you want. It's uncensored, freedom of speech, self-expression. I'm going to ask you some easy questions and some hard-hitting ones along the way. But the first one I'm going to ask you is, when you were growing up, were you a study nerd or party animal? And what did you major in?
So I am definitely a study nerd. I have found out a way that I can succeed by studying with my learning disability. I have a routine of exactly what I have to do, and then I know that I will, get a decent grade then. It definitely takes a bit. I have different ways of studying. I write songs, I rewrite notes, I record myself saying it. I just know I have to leave myself a decent amount of time to study to succeed. I'm currently majoring in digital media production at SUNY New Paltz with a theater minor. So that's exciting. I just transferred there this fall, and I love the school. It's amazing for the major, and it's amazing for the minor. Everyone's really helpful with the learning disability too. The Disability Resource Center is absolutely amazing. Everyone there has just been so helpful.
No, absolutely. New Paltz is a great place, and I always thought about moving there. It's a great college town, and they have two best things there. Also, the county fair that they always have, and also the Gilded Otter. That's really good.
Yeah, the town is so cute. Sometimes after school, I'll totally just walk around the town with my friends. It's so cute.
Oh, absolutely. Now, the next question I was going to ask you is, did you ever do any sports growing up?
I haven't really done sports per se. I mean, when I was when I was younger, when I was first at that age, I attempted soccer. I picked the little weed flowers instead of actually playing soccer, so we found out that was definitely not for me. But I went on to doing dancing, and I actually danced for 15 years at a studio. I danced at Emotion Dance Center and Just Dance. I love them both. They're great places to really learn dance.
No, absolutely. Now, the next question I was going to ask you is, what can you tell us about your learning disability? And you're an actress, so with that being said, what can you tell us about your learning disability? And did that dictate or label or limit you on your acting career?
So my learning disability, I was diagnosed when I was in the second grade. In the second grade, I think that's as young as you can be diagnosed. When I was in the second grade, they did a bunch of testing, and it was found that I did have a processing learning disability. That's the exact learning disability that I have. So, studying and everything and school was definitely more difficult because my learning disability was specifically processing. So in the third grade, it was found that it would be more beneficial to me if I would change schools to a inclusion classroom with 12 students and 2 teachers. So I went to that school, and unfortunately the program really didn't work out for me, and the teacher was very negative. When I had they actually had recommended that I get tested again, and that person that I had saw during the, like one-on-one had said that, now this is a second grader, third grader telling them this, that I would barely graduate high school. I would certainly never go to college. I would never amount to anything. The best case scenario for me would be that I would work at a fast food restaurant. So you're limiting, and you're telling a second grader this.
Yeah.
And of course, like, my parents were like hysterical, because you don't tell someone so young that. I feel like you shouldn't limit anyone in that way, especially so young, telling them that, oh, here's the line, you're never going to reach past this. This is as high as you can go. So with that counseling and everything, we went on to fighting to get out of that school, because I really didn't learn anything. I remember, I think we did like math once a month. I remember coloring and having books read to me. And when you have a learning disability, you need to really teach your kids. So that was not the environment that my mom wanted me in. So I went back to my homeschool, and I learned a ton. I had my sweet teachers back. I loved being back in my homeschool. And then I knew middle school was going to be so hard for me, especially with losing 2 years of my education, because we didn't really learn anything. So I got a tutor. I got more study tips from my resource rooms. They were all great teachers. I loved my resource room teachers, because they help teach you how to succeed with a learning disability, because they know how to cater to each student, really. Because no one student with a learning disability really can learn the same way and have the information stick the same way. So I feel like the resource teachers have the experience of being one-on-one with a child and, teaching them specifically. They can explain things in 1, 2, 3, 4 ways. It's amazing. So in middle school, I was determined to succeed, especially after, hearing, oh, you're barely going to graduate high school, certainly. Never go to college. So I was really determined. In middle school, I was on the honor roll, every single semester was my goal. Then when I got into high school, I knew that was going to be another big jump. So during high school, I buckled down even more, and I studied more, and I was again on the honor roll multiple times, and my last semester of my senior year, I made it to the principal's list. So I was so excited about that, because that was the ultimate goal of being on the principal's list. So I was so excited I achieved that. From there, I went to community college first, because I really didn't know exactly what I wanted to do. So I was let me figure things out in community college. So I went to community college. I figured out what I wanted to do and everything, what interests me. And then I had transferred into SUNY New Paltz during the fall semester of this year. So that's my experience with my learning disability. With theater and acting and dancing and everything, I started in the 8th grade. So in the 8th grade, I auditioned for the school musical, and I absolutely loved it. And what I noticed was actually being in theater and hearing the repetition of the music and the songs and hearing everything, that helped with my learning disability with studying for school even more. So I noticed my grades got even better when I started doing theater. So I had started doing theater. I did the school show. Then I wanted to do more theater. So then I started doing teen theater, workshops and everything, and I did that. And then I went to doing high school productions, still doing dance too, because I loved ballet specifically, was my favorite. And then in my senior year, I saw a casting call for a local movie. Not local, but I went to like Long Island for it. And I submitted for it. I was like, hey, what's this? And I had like submitted to it just to be a background, but so like background is actors that don't speak, but they make the scene, I feel like, fuller, to make it not look like there's just the speaking roles. They make the scene look much more normal in real life. So like that's the role I had in the movie. And then I went on to I like got a bug for it. I just kept doing more and more movies of like being an extra. And then in May of last year, I became a SAG mess join, which means that if I wanted to continue doing more projects, I had to join the union. So excited. I joined the SAG AFTRA union officially a year now. So very excited about that. I also got signed to a talent agency and modeling agency. So I also started modeling this year. So that's new. And it's always like something new is always like there's such a good energy with new things. You're so excited to like learn more about the craft. So that's been fun. And every once in a while, I like for lines, I noticed with learning disability, I do have a little bit difficulty learning them. Like I learn them at a little bit more slower rate. But as long as you find your niche of learning the lines, it's fine. You'll get them down. So I did that, and I had last Christmas I performed at my first professional theater group. I performed at Clove Creek Dinner Theater in their production of World War II Radio Christmas. So that was definitely a new experience. That was fun. A little bit crazy because that was during finals that the show was running. That was my first like long run. We ran 12 shows during finals. So I definitely had to learn time management even more during that process because I was in school. I was actually doing another show at my community college. So I was doing the show Legally Blonde at my community college. I was doing World War II Radio Christmas at Clove Creek Dinner Theater, and I had finals. So that I don't remember sleeping too much during them, but it was definitely worth it.
No, absolutely. You did mention a couple things I did want to ask you about.
Yeah.
Have you ever been to Woodbury Commons?
Yes.
Well, the next time you're there, we should definitely hang out, get lunch or something.
Yeah.
And now the next question I was going to ask you is, I don't know if you were aware, but they were actually filming in Woodbury Commons. Did you... Was that like on the website of SAGs, or was that just a spontaneous thing?
Oh, were they filming at Woodbury Commons, or... Huh.
Yeah, they were doing like a photo shoot inside the empty Spider building.
Oh, that's awesome. I haven't heard about that, but it could have, like, if they were doing photos, it could have been like, it could have been for a movie even, like doing location scouting, or it could have been like a TPF photo shoot, which is time for prints. So like it's a mutual like model will get her photos from the day, and then like the photographer will get the experience, and they'll also get the photos for their portfolio.
Right. Well, they actually did that the other day. Actually, they were filming. Let's see, how long were they at Spider? Let's see, it was Friday, Saturday.
Oh, wow.
About like 4 days they were there. And then
wow.
I found them later on in another location where it was a guy and a girl just standing there. And I was like, why these two? I didn't know they were filming or doing what. And
yeah.
She was like, I have that effect. I had, so you see two people just standing there like, And I'm like, who the hell are these two schmucks? So I kept on walking through, and the guy had his step in front of me. He's like, hey, we're taking pictures here. When you should have held up a sign like, please walk around. Not like jump out of me like you're freaking Spider-Man or something.
Yeah, they can definitely get intense on set sometimes.
I know from the filming, you probably think this is funny. I went over, said, what gave it away was the big lights. They sort of had to be doing something. It's like, so, I see you guys are doing a commercial. Yes, we are. It's good. It's good. Retarded question. I know you're going to probably make fun of me for this. How can I be part of it?
Yeah, might as well, right?
And he's like, oh, are you SAG AFTRA? I said, no, I'm not. I'm non-union. And it's like, well, do you have any experience? Like, well, I am a talk show host. And he's like, sure you are. I'm like, fine. You got to be here all day? Yes. 5 minutes. I went over to Toys R Us where I worked. Said, they're filming a commercial. Can I use the computer in the back? What should have taken me in another 5 minutes? So that's 10 in total. It took me freaking 20. So that because I had a broken keyboard and it wasn't working and everything. So the time I got over there, what I should have done first is walk over to the actresses and introduce myself and everything, then came back. So I figured they're not going anywhere. So I went to Toys R Us, did the paper, ran back. Time I ran back there, no one's there except for the producers. Like, well, I missed a chance to talk to some beautiful women. Oh well, whatever. Excuse me. It's hot in here. And also I talk a lot.
It's definitely hot today. This heat wave this week, I'm like, ooh, it's too hot.
Well, I can get to that in a minute. But I went back and I said, well, I'm upset. I wanted to talk to those beautiful women. They're not here anymore. And I noticed there were a couple people underneath the tent. And I said, you know what? I had these paper in my hand. I had my business. I didn't have my business cards, so I had to write it up. Have these papers. Might as well go talk to somebody. So I went over to the producers, and I introduced myself, told them what I was doing, and I could be part of it. He said, yeah, we mostly do cast SAG extras. All you would be doing is walking in the back. You'd probably be bored. Whatever, I'm on the film, so that matters. And it's like, oh, well, go to SAG, sign up, and whatever. Next day, went back, and I was like, okay, same guy over there, Yeah, I talked to him already. Because the next day, it's like, okay, business cards, flyers. Make sure I have everything, not walk. It was a thumb up my ass. So now I'm prepared. Wherever I go, I'm prepared, for the most part. So when I was walking by, I saw these people. There were 3 guys and 2 girls. I said, are you guys actors? They said, yes. Like, oh, great. This is wonderful. Can I have a couple minutes of your time? And it's what gauge ever. So now what do you think? I introduced myself. I told them about my show. Didn't hear back from any of them. So I guess they didn't really think it was interesting or whatever. But, well, whatever. But,
they need more time,
That's true.
If it's in a couple days.
I agree. So I basically introduced myself, told them what the show's about, and that's really about it. And a couple days later, they're the same people, and I was like, I talked to them already. I don't want to impose. Then I came through the photo shoot, and one guy really bothered the hell out of me. Ooh. And I'm very sensitive when it comes to certain things. This guy had no arms and he had no legs. And he's in a wheelchair. And I was like, he's in a wheelchair. And I'm looking at him and I'm looking. Something doesn't seem right. Where's the okay. He was a paraplegic. And hey, more power to you. You're a stronger person than I will ever be. If I was ever like that, just put a bullet into me. And it bothered me, but he didn't seem to care. But for me, it's I'm very sensitive when it comes to stuff like that. And that's when the guy jumped out at me and said, "Walk over there. We're doing a photo shoot." It's like, "Oh, well, be a dick." I was gonna introduce myself, but you can forget that. So I went over, talked to somebody else. He told me about this website. You might have heard of it. It's something. It's not High Five because High Five is like MySpace. It's like 5 High or 4 High. It's kind of like SAGs, but it's just for photography. Or it's something like 4 High, 3 High, 5 High. I guess they like to get high because they like the name High. It was some name like that. It's like TFI 5 High.
Huh. I haven't heard of that. No.
Yeah, so basically they told me to go to the website. I told them what I do. Didn't seem that interested. I went, alright, whatever. I guess I have to be on TV. Get people's around, get on the radar. I like to rattle people's cages, do something. But they didn't seem impressed. They said, "Oh, well, you talk to us. Yeah, that's wonderful. Okay, we have to go back to work." It's like, yeah, I don't put up with people like that. But anyway, so yeah, I was very interested in Backstage, but it's $149, and I'm like, okay, when I have more money, I can invest in it.
Yeah. You could do it monthly too. That's what I do. I do the membership where you only have to pay by month, so I only pay $10 for the month.
Oh, that's not bad.
Yeah.
Actually, that's a good deal. I'd rather do that than 140.
Right? Yeah. So you can pay by month. It's like I think $10.99 or $10 or something. And like I have heard like great things from Backstage.
Oh, absolutely. And then the other one is all casted. And I got this one on my phone, actually. I'll just tell you about it. It's Upcast.
Huh. Haven't heard of that one. Upcast.
I don't know if you
look it
can
up.
see it. It's on the bottom with the red dot. It says Upcast.
Yeah.
And they keep sending me things. Like, say, "Oh, you're perfect for this, you're perfect for that." I'm like, alright. How much are... it's easy. Say, "Oh, you're so perfect, you're so wonderful, you're so cute, you're so wonderful, you're perfect. Okay, what's the catch?" "Oh, that's $200 or whatever." And there's always a catch on everything, unfortunately. But, yeah, there's Upcast, or I send out the Upcast, all casted, Backstage. I'm really scared shitless, and I have no filter. I'm scared shitless of going to the city by myself, so I'm looking for a personal assistant. Maybe, are you interested in being a personal assistant?
Oh, I actually have a part-time job actually at my school currently. I'm a closed caption editor.
Oh, nice. Actually, I do have an idea for you afterwards the show, while you mentioned that. And, so I'm looking for a personal assistant. I don't want to go be like, okay, we're holding hands. I want someone to hold my hand. But it is the city, so if you've never been there by yourself, it's kind of like, I get the idea. You take the bus, you go to part of Farley. My stop is on the 4th floor. But after that, I'm going to be like a deer in the headlights. Like, okay, what do I do now? Oh my god, what do we do? I was like a dog with a bone. Oh boy, I'm here.
I'm terrible navigating the city. I always have if I'm going, I have someone who can navigate the city well because I would get hopelessly lost.
That's why I would take a taxi. I don't care if it's $300. Excuse me. The taxi, $300 in one way, back to here. Okay, so I'm here. You're the city, so we can go visit you. And after we're done, we go back, and I can do that once a month or whatever. Then you take the bus, and you have to take off. Then you have to transfer, and then you have to take the train. I don't know. I guess I'm a wuss when it comes to stuff like that. But I'm a work in progress. But we're actually going to take a quick commercial break. And when we come back with the last 7 minutes of the show, I'm going to pass it over to you.
Okay.
Vanessa Lina. Adrian Lalo.
Michael.
This is Cynthia Bass-Today.
I'm Sonia Fisher.
This is Shane Smith.
My name is Alexandra Bowie.
My name is Amelia Clover.
Hi, I'm Amy Linden.
Hi, I'm Anita Nicole Brown.
It's Renee Green.
Hi, my name is Asata Caldwell.
Hi, everybody. I'm Brooke.
Hi, I'm Bryn Berg.
Hi, I'm Casey Dunn.
Hi, it's Cassandra Kavinsky.
Hi, I'm Christina Briza.
I'm Cindy Hogan. I'm Courtney Sinello.
Hi, I'm Daisy.
My name is Deborah Jane East.
Hi, my name is Dynelma Asaya.
Everyone, I'm Victoria London.
Hi, I'm Heather Krona.
Hi, I'm Heather Callahan Stevens.
Hi, I'm J. Nicole Ralph.
My name is Jamie Petrell.
My name is Julie.
My name is Julia Brankovic.
Kathleen Wills.
Kimberly Amano.
Hi, my name is Laura Putnam.
Hi, I'm Laura Chapanis.
Hi, everyone. I'm Melissa Damas.
This is Michelle Mupo, a.k.a. Fuchsia.
I'm Rachel Olivera.
Hi, my name is Sarah Joy Mount.
Hi, I'm Susan Brender.
Hi, everyone. This is Venus Leone.
Hi, I'm Cheryl Dana.
Hi, I'm Stephanie Herrera, and I was just on the Keith Andrew Network. It was tons of fun. We used up all our time and then some. I really recommend this show, and try to be a guest on Keith's show.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to 518. Yep, 518. I had to look at my papers real fast. I'm here with Ms. Kimmy. I just want to say thank you for sticking with us.
Thank you for having me. I think the show is an incredible thing to have because you don't really hear all the time people with learning disabilities at all. You hear I even saw this semester I created a video about my learning disability actually. And there's really not that much out there specifically geared towards learning disabilities. So I feel like this is so amazing because then let's say a kid in the second grade who just got diagnosed and they feel a little bit down, they could watch something like this and be like, okay, this doesn't mean that anything can limit me. Other people have learning disabilities and they succeed, so can I.
No, I agree. And going back to what you said before, people in the second grade being labeled. I think I was in third grade or fourth grade, and I was diagnosed as ADD, ADHD, social anxiety, so I'm still socially awkward. My family likes to rub that one on me. I can't have a normal conversation. I guess sometimes it's true, but that's just on me. No, go ahead.
Yeah, I think it's so much harder on kids when you're diagnosed because I know when I was put in that one-on-one inclusion class, kids would even get up from the table at lunch and they would not want to talk to me because I had a learning disability. So I totally get that.
No, I agree, and I will sum up my 4 years of high school for you. Oh, we know your son and daughter has a disability, but we promise you, after these 4 years, he will be a functional adult. He can get a GED, go to college, have a normal life. Nope. Today we're going to learn about money, time. Here's a newspaper. Go and sit in the back of the room. Don't bother me. So I used to skip the class. Because I'm not going to sit 45 minutes with a thumb on my ass reading the damn paper if that's not going to accomplish anything. And that's when I went to the audiovisual department. Teacher was an ass about it. She tried to ruin it. Kind of did for everyone else, but they blamed me. Long story about that. But yeah, I was labeled ADD, ADHD, social disturbed, social mentally disconnected, retarded. I learn at a 5th grade level. I read at a 5th grade level. Everything you can think of I probably have or has been said to me at one time or another. And they said to me, well, you're never going to amount to anything. And I hope you like retail for the rest of your life. I guess some kind of punishment. I hope you like retail for the rest of your life because that's all you're going to amount to. And I'm like, I'm going to show you. And it's just recently I was sitting with my family and one of my brothers was saying, I don't know what to do with my life. I don't know what to do. Go talk to your sister. Go talk to your brother. They know people. They can help you. And I said, what about me? And I got sick of hearing it. It's like, what about you? You're not educated. You're not qualified. You never went to college. You don't have a GED. You can't read. I can write, thank God, but I can't read. I'm retarded. I have all these different things. I said, you know what? I'm going to show you with all that, I can still amount to something. And thanks to you, we're officially back up to 518. And I got actors, actresses, models, CEOs, professional wrestlers. You name them, I got them on the show.
Yeah.
So for someone who's supposed to be retarded, I think I'm doing pretty good for myself.
Yeah.
But it's at the same time, it can be better, but I'm doing everything myself. I'm promoting myself. I'm getting myself out there. I'm a work in progress, and this is therapy for myself. I did this when I was in high school, because I would walk up to someone. I would introduce myself, say, I'll give you an example. In wrapping up the show, I pass it to you. When I worked over at North Face, I was hesitant about walking over to people and introducing myself because I was always rejected. I have a fear of being rejected. So I had an excuse to walk over. Oh, hey, if you need anything, my name is Keith, and I'll hold up the badge.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, I still do that, but when I realized I don't have a badge there. But I had a reason. Now I'm a talk show host. It gave me a self-confidence.
Yeah.
Brag about myself. But I'm not the same person who I was 12 years ago. A big difference. I was always sitting against the wall by myself, anti-social and all that crap. But I wish I did a SWAT sooner. It would have probably changed a lot of things about me. Somebody would have gave me a pep talk and tell me to save money a lot sooner. But it's pretty much just like, it's a learning experience. This is therapy for myself. I'm interacting with people. This is what I want to do until I die. It's not perfect. If it was perfect, I'd be on TV already. But I don't know. I don't know what people expect from me or expect me to say. It's just, I am what I am. You're going to accept me for who I am, or you got to make friends with the door. But I don't know. You're an actress, so you have a learning disability, and I bet you can do laps around me. Hey, you're going to New Paltz, so you have a degree and a bachelor's. And my hat's off to you. That's something I wanted to do, but I never was given the opportunity and chance. So I had to create my own opportunities. And my talk show is an example of something I just created out of thin air, saying,
yeah, definitely.
And I don't mean to complain. I do apologize.
Oh, no, you're good.
Now, about wrapping up our talk show, our last segment I want to talk to you about, something different I like to change up, is do you have any funny stories that you like to share, or any jobs that you have done that you've turned into a joke?
I don't really think any, like, funny stories.
Well, I got two if you're interested while wrapping up.
Yeah.
I worked over, don't ask me why, it seemed like a good idea at the time. Toys R Us was closing, and I needed another job.
I was so sad that they closed. You know, like, growing up with them, it was so weird to see everything, like, shut down when I went, like, to, like, my local, like, dress barn, and Toys R Us was right next to it.
No, absolutely. It's 70 years. You've been around 70 years, and you had to screw it up, and hopefully something comes back. But, you know, a lot of kiosk business are really taking off, so small businesses are really good. But I went to Yankee Candle, and the reason I went to Yankee Candle, it's like, it's a candle. How hard it's selling a candle. What I didn't like about it was you had to reach your quota. And it's like, well, if you told me that from the start, I would have.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, I didn't know that either. And it's like, if you told me that from the start, I would have said thank you, but no thank you.
Yeah.
And they said, oh, don't worry about it. It takes people 2, 4, 6, maybe a year, so there's no rush. And it's like, Keith, why are you not reaching your quota? Why are you not reaching your quota? And then they're like saying, you have to know the ingredients. It's like, it's a freaking candle. Well, you're not eating it. Why do you want to know what's in the candle?
Like, no one can be allergic. Well, people can be allergic to certain scents, but it's not like you're eating it and it's like an allergic reaction to something.
So I made up a voice. If I do to people, that's like message people. It's like, hi, welcome to the candle. Is there anything I could do for you today? Like something like that. So I like messing with people, and that seems to be my biggest thing. So no one can take me seriously. And there's other things. Oh, I work at my part-time job, and you should definitely swing by. I can give you a good deal. I work at the bubble stand. So basically what the bubble stand is, it's pretty much the size what you see, right? What you see. And I sit there like this, and my boss is like, why you sit there like this when pretty much here's the bubble gun, you jam the thing in it, and it goes automatically. Of course, occasionally, it stops, you have to reset it. But I'm not lazy, I have ADD, I have to be doing something. So every time I sit there, I burnt the crap out of my arms. I got I can't show you, I'm wearing a long t-shirt. I got first degree burn because I'm sitting out there, my arms are in the sun.
Yeah.
And, and it's funny to see people's reactions because I thought it was funny to have 3 guns going off at the same time. So this black guy walked past. African American guy walked past, and he had the funniest reaction. And so he's just walking, and I guess he was talking, and when I was shooting the bubbles, one of the bubbles went into his mouth. He went, what the fuck? The other guy would be like just walking, he'd be texting, and I see that he's being swarmed with hundreds of bubbles, and he looked up and it's like, where's all these bubbles coming from? It's like, oh, you got me. Or there's other people that are covering their face, it's like bubbles. It's like, it's only soap and water. What's the problem?
Yeah.
But it's funny because I'm just sitting there like, I wonder how many times I can whack somebody in the face with a bubble. But you have to have fun with what you do. You can't take everything seriously.
Yeah, definitely.
And that's what's the voice. Like, hi, how you doing today? Is there anything I can do? I do that to people. It's like, you're actually being punched in the face. It's like, yeah, well, obviously you gotta make a joke out of it. But, I don't know, life, like an example, life will find a way. It doesn't matter what you're doing. If you're in a situation, stay focused and things will work out. You're an upcoming actress, and I bet one day you're going to be on TV or in music videos. I'm doing my talk show. In a way, this is my talk show real, but again, experience. So we're both getting experience in the entertainment world. So we're just taking that step. I call it I'll wrap it up on this. I know I talk too much. I call it the glass ceiling. But you're only going to go as high as somebody wants you to. So, like the doors, as you're going up and up and up, and then as you start to break on through to the other side, that's when bells go off. It's like, is he capable of doing this? Is he capable of actually doing something without messing up? Or the leash. Here's the leash, and you're going, and you're going. It's like, okay, you have all this freedom. Just make sure you don't hang yourself with it. So yeah, I have the glass scenario, I have the leash scenario. People use the brass rings, some people use the ladder. But it's all about showing people you can still mount to something. You're not going to please everyone. I know I'm not going to please certain people, not to mention names, and they're always going to be making fun of me. But at the end of the day, it's what you want to do. If it makes you happy, then do it.
Yeah, definitely. Like, I've gotten comments like about my acting before, and like you have to remember, like that's because the entertainment industry is so like hard to break into. You have to remember that's one person's opinion.
Yeah.
Like that person might not have been the right person, but maybe another person will be like, "Oh, I like your acting, or I really like your talk show. Let's talk." You know.
No, absolutely. And then, actually, I'd say that's the next time. But wrapping up our interview segment, I do have a couple questions for you off the air. Are you on social media? And I know you said you're not a fan of Twitter, but you did mention you're on Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn. How can people follow you? And my last question is, when I first approached you to be a guest on my talk show, what was your first reaction and what made you say yes?
Okay, so the first question was social media, so I'll do that first. I have a Facebook actor page. It's Kimberly Michelle Doherty, just my full name. My Instagram is, I believe, Kimberly Michelle 83770. I will check that just to double check. Let's see. Kimberly Michelle 8370. Yes. Okay. So it's Kimberly Michelle 8370, and when I first was approached by you, I just thought it was such an awesome idea. Because when you approached me, like I had just finished doing that learning disability project that I had been assigned for class, so I did music with pictures, and like I made a complete video out of it. That was the assignment, and I thought it was just so cool to work on it because I hadn't really seen that much on learning disabilities on any like networks or anything. So I thought like it was just the perfect time. I was like, well, this is really cool that like someone else is like talking about learning disabilities in a positive way and like telling people that if someone like tears you down, like ignore them. You can get as like far in life as you want to.
No, absolutely. Like I said, labels don't dictate who you are and who you're going to be. You should prove to them you can still amount to something. Now, with that being said, I do have a couple questions for you off the air. About wrapping up your interview segment, it was a real honor and privilege having you as a guest, and I'm looking forward to part 2 down the road.
Yeah, definitely.